This podcast is a proud member of the UUOP Network.
Welcome to Season 4 of Rush of Fear podcast, where we chat all things Halloween Horror Nights. Tonight, for episode 18, we will be doing our final review of HHN 33, and in part 1, we will be talking houses. So now, let the mayhem begin.
What a rush of fear.
Wow, we did it, everybody. We made it. Halloween Horror Nights is at an end. We miss it already, but you know what? There's still so much to talk about. I'm Kenneth. I'm your host for today. But with me, as always, are my two co-hosts. I've got Michelle.
Hey.
And Maddy.
Ooh.
Whoa.
What? Spooky.
Yeah. So, as of recording right now, Halloween Horror Nights ended at about a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
And we've all been just kind of sitting at home bored. And, like, what do I do with my nights now?
I know.
Right? Like, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah. My feet feel well rested.
I've been doing that a lot longer than you guys have, so.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Darn it.
Yeah, feet are getting rested up for Mardi Gras when they must not fail us.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's a more danger for feet to fail us during HHN than Mardi Gras, though.
Yeah,
You know?
that's true.
100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna go around. We're gonna talk about all the houses. Yeah, Maddy, why don't you tell us a little bit more about how this is going to work today?
Yeah, for sure. So we're going to do our normal walk around the park. And then at the very end, we will give our house rankings for the year. We've each done the normal 1 through 10 rankings. So we'll share that with you all. But for the time being, we should probably start our walk at the front of the park. And this year, our front of the park house was Monstros, the Monsters of Latin America. How'd we feel about Monstros for the year?
It was so good.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was so good. This was one of my favorites. Like every time I went through it, it was a good time. I didn't really have any bad run-throughs. There was some disturbing parts. There were some gory parts, some just plain fun parts, some surprising parts. Like it was a really well-rounded experience, I think.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I think this house was very anticipated just because it was so highly regarded over in HHN Hollywood. So I know a lot of HHN fans were really excited to get it over, on our side of the country. And it was awesome. I mean, I know I'd seen pictures of the giant bird puppet / animatronic from Hollywood, but to actually see it in real life, I was like, oh my God, this thing is crazy. It also stunk in there, but it's okay because it was part of the atmosphere. But
It did. Oh my God.
That thing was so cool. Oh my gosh. I loved it so much.
Yeah, it was fun for me because I did not really look into the house that was in Hollywood last year. I don't usually do a lot of watching of their houses, just because I know houses never really translate on video anyway. The only exception is usually I'll watch if there's an IP where I'm really curious, how did they do that over there? Just because it's one of those where you're just how would you even do that, period? And then you see how Orlando did it, and then it's I wonder how Hollywood did it. So this one was not one that I looked up. So Big Bird was new to me. I had never seen that before.
Big Bird.
Big Bird.
Yeah. That's and yeah, it was really cool. It was fun. These are not folklore monsters that I'm familiar with otherwise. But my roommate has coworkers who were familiar with them. And they were asking him, when he mentioned that El Silbón is in the house, they were like, El Silbón? Does he is he big? Is he tall? And he was like, yeah, actually he is tall. And they're like, you hear his whistle? And he was like, yeah, you do hear his whistle. They're like, whoa, that's so cool that he's in there. And I was like, that's what makes something like this really special, is like, these are real folklore, you know, like existing creatures that there are people out there who will have that connection with it and be like, oh my God, it was so cool to see like La Lechuza in real life, you know, like for us, I feel like we get that kind of thing with the IP houses of like, wow, look, there he is. It's the red-faced demon or whatever. But like,
Yeah.
Right.
for something that's a folklore monster that like, you know, if you grew up in these cultures that have these monsters and you've been hearing about them your whole life, then it's like, wow, actually coming face to face with them in a haunted house is something really cool and special that I think I had never considered that until my roommate told me about that experience he had at work. So I think that's really cool. And I think this had my favorite, or at least like the biggest scare that I got of the year, which was the giant El Silbón like puppet head.
Oh yeah.
It was so aggressive. And like, I think the first 2 times I walked into that scare, it was like exactly targeted at me and really, really worked.
Yeah.
Yes. Aggressive was a good word, because there were some times where like I knew it was coming, and it was mine and Chris's like favorite moment of that house. So we knew it was coming and we were like, yeah, but then it would all of a sudden like jump out again at us. Like while we're cheering for it, it would get even closer and we're like, okay. Like I get it. You're scary. So yeah, it was so good. The big bird, 2 separate words there. The big giant El Silbón head, the tall like Silbons that were just like right there around the corner as you walked into that section, not expecting it. The dead children, the dead babies.
Yeah.
Ugh, awful, like disturbing, but like, what? Like, I can't believe that they pulled this off and there wasn't like a riot, because people riot over dead animals. Surprisingly, the dead dog lasted this whole run through. But yeah, it was a good time. I loved this house.
Yeah.
I do think that I liked a lot of the individual things in the house more than I liked the house as a whole. Like,
I would agree with that. Yeah.
Like there were so many things in here where I was like, I love that. Look at that thing right there. That is awesome. But then like leaving the house, I'd just be like, okay, it was good. It was good. You know, like I liked that, but it's not like my favorite, you know, but it was still great.
Yeah. I think for me, the overall house was very strong. I was unfortunate this year where I didn't get a lot of good run-throughs of like 2 specific houses. And I think that definitely did kind of lower. I still love them. Like, don't get me wrong. Like this house was incredible. And I'm so happy that we finally got something from Hollywood brought over here that had like a really great reaction. But there was only like one run-through where I saw like 98% of what was supposed to be in it, knowing what I was, supposed to see. But overall, I think it was fantastic. And other cultures have very scary stories, I think, compared to us. I can't think of any like folklore in the United States that is like as scary as like El Silbón or La Lechuza. Like that's terrifying.
It is terrifying.
Like, watch out, kids. You hear a whistle and this man is going to come and
rip your spine out.
Rip your spine out. Like, that's awful. That's so scary.
I mean, is this how like Latin cultures raise their children to behave? Is like,
I don't know,
terrifying them? I mean, because it seems like so many of these folklore are around like children, based around children and bad things happening to children.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do we have? We have like, I can't even think of some of
like the boogeyman. We've got like the boogeyman.
But, but that's so vague. There's no like specific details.
Right.
Of the boogeyman,
right.
You know?
I feel like
that's
every
pretty
culture
much
has some form of like a boogeyman, you know? We have like, I guess other cultures do too. Yeah. I don't really know.
I mean, I'm a mother. I can't remember ever using the boogeyman as a reason to get my child to stay in bed. Like that's awful. Like don't get out of bed or the boogeyman's going to get your feet. I'm like, nope, that's not the way to do things.
I developed that fear on my own.
Yeah,
exactly. I don't need to contribute to that as a parent. Oh, gosh.
Right now, all I can think of is that the boogeyman is Casey from Casey and the Sunshine Band. Or no, is it that one? Right? He's the one who sings, "I'm your boogeyman. That's what I am." Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And he's white. I had no idea.
Not scary to use. Is that what you're saying?
No, not really.
Okay.
I don't know. But yeah, great house, a great time. I'm happy that we got a house from Hollywood. That was super fun. Cool. All right. What was our next house? Oh, Music
up,
Plaza.
A Quiet Place.
Woo. Oh, I'm sorry. Shh.
Oh, yeah. A Quiet Place.
Yeah. That was great. How do we feel about The Quiet Place?
I thought it was boring, honestly.
Me too.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I think it fell victim to high expectations for me.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, I guess. I mean, the concept, wicked cool. What crazy movies to do a haunted house, which, you know, the whole reason to do a haunted house is to get spooked. And usually the reaction of getting spooked is to scream and make noise. So like, what a concept to do a house based on a franchise where the whole thing is about being quiet. I thought that was like just so crazy. But I did really love that they didn't put any background music in the house, very similar to the movie. And you just kind of heard the world noise. Like there were crickets and, you know, the very slight swoosh of like a curtain as someone walked out of a room. Like I thought that was really, really neat.
Yeah.
See, for me, it was still too loud. Like really? I understand that it was like ambient noise, but I really wanted some silence because in the movie, you really feel like it's silent. I know like there's some ambient noise, right? Like wind blowing, but you know, they even go as far as to put sand along their path so that even their feet don't crunch leaves, right? Like they have taken great measures to get rid of even ambient noises in the film. And at least for me, when I experience that franchise of films, I feel like the world is silent around me. And anytime there is a slight sound, that's what triggers me. So the fact that that ambient noise was so loud throughout, and that could be my neurodiversity, you know, being able to like really zone in on that ambient noise and feeling louder than it was. I don't know. But I was really hoping for like a lot more actual silent spots where a sound would happen that would terrify me because I knew something was going to jump out at me because of that sound. And I didn't get that. Like did I miss those moments? I don't know, but that was not my experience.
That's fair. I do think they followed the movies very well, though. Like you walked into a scene and you were like, oh, I remember this exact moment from the movie, which I thought was really, really cool. And like I feel like they usually do, you know, IP houses justice in that regard where it's like, oh, like this is legitimately the scene from the movie. Okay. Like I am now a part of the movie. So I always applaud them on that factor. And I really liked the design of the Angels of Death. I think that they were really cool. Especially in the scene where the head of the Angel of Death is like coming out of the water and you're kind of like walking level with where the water should be. I thought that was really neat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of cool ideas. But ultimately I think that being in a house that is trying to create an environment of quiet kind of worked opposite of making it interesting to me. Like
that's fair.
I liked the idea of it, and then once I got into it, I was like, wait, no, maybe this wasn't a good idea. Like it didn't. Every time I walked out, I was just like, it felt like there was nothing going on. And it's because everyone is trying to be quiet. Like characters, I mean, I'm not talking about the guests.
Mhm.
And I do think that if they had made it more of like the guest is responsible for staying quiet or else they get attacked. But then like that wasn't really a factor either. So
Right.
like, I don't know. It just kind of didn't do any of the things I would have wanted from a Quiet Place house, other than like recreating like or showing us moments from the movie, like seeing the nail on the stair, like that was cool. But like I don't know, I just it didn't work separate from representing the movie, I guess is what I'm saying. Like
yeah, I felt like I was walking through the movie set, which is always cool and appreciated for sure. But like you said, Kenneth, I wanted more guest activated. I don't want to say guest activated triggers, but yes, like I wanted silence and then me have no choice but to make noise by continuing on, such as like maybe walking through, instead of a curtain, walking through like some hanging tin cans or something where crap, I'm about to make noise, which means something's about to jump out at me. Or like walking across, all of a sudden the floor changes and I can tell that it's going to be something really crinkly and loud and something's going to jump out at me. Yeah. Like I wanted more of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's I want the same exact thing. And so I don't know, it just kind of didn't it didn't work for me.
That's fair.
It wasn't really scary at all. Cool. They did a good job representing the movie, but it wasn't scary.
Yeah. I guess I don't care enough about the movie for that to be enough for me.
Right. Yes.
That's fair. Yeah. But good representation with sign language. So that was cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I loved it. Awesome. All right. Our next house that we are going to get to on our walk around is going to be Ghostbusters, A Frozen Empire.
Oh, yeah.
I liked it. I thought it was so silly goofy. I thought it followed the movie pretty well. On a scary factor, there were some Garakas that definitely made me jump, especially that first one. Like you literally part the curtain walking into the Frozen Society room and he is like, blah, like right on your right side.
Yeah. Terrifying. Not expecting it.
Yeah. I loved all the little Stay Puft Marshmallow guys. I thought
God.
I am in love. I'm so sad, Kenneth, we missed out on the shoulder pal. Like,
I know.
Really, truly upset about that. And what else? Oh, I really loved the projection mapping of the firehouse being frozen. I thought that was so, so, so cool.
That was very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I freaking love this house. This is the first house on my first night that I walked out of feeling like, oh my God, they did it. Like, wow. And I want to say like, there were a lot of houses we did before that. And all the rest of them, I walked out and I was like, okay, yeah, cool. That was good. This one, I was like, oh man, that was amazing. Like this one really got me excited the first time. Mm-hmm. And then it didn't really drop too far down from that. Other things climbed above it, but like this really got everything. And just as I predicted, not a really a great movie, but man, it worked as a house.
Yeah.
I agree. It was so good. And, I was not a huge fan of the first Ghostbusters house we had. It was all right. But this one, I actually really, really loved. Not only was it a good representation of the movie, but it was like larger than life. So if you guys have listened to our house rankings episode on UUOP, then you've probably already heard me say this, and I apologize. But so the firehouse facade in that house was actually the tallest set that they've ever built for HHN, for an HHN house.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. Even I said this was told to me by my tour guide. And same reaction. Like, really? I said, even bigger than Dead Men's Pier. And they were like, oh yeah, way bigger than Dead Men's Pier. That was all forced perspective. I was like,
What?
Interesting.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're so sneaky.
I know. Yeah. So super cool. I loved like the cold rooms, the frozen rooms. They were very well done. And Garaka, although like by himself on his own, just like as a figure, not really that scary to me, but his placement was phenomenal. Yeah. Because walking into that room with the firehouse, of course, you're just like looking up in awe of like, whoa, this is so cool. And you're not expecting that dude to be like right behind you to your right. So that was a sneaky boo hole, which are few and far between, I believe, these days. Yeah. And then legit, like literally every single time I went through this house, the Garaka at the exit of the dang house got me. Every time.
Oh, yeah.
Somehow I forgot it was going to be there, and every time he got me.
Those stinger scares these past couple of years have been brutal.
My God.
Like specifically last year, the Yeti in Yeti Campground Kills, the Yeti that would pop out at the very end as the stinger scare. It was just like, I loved turning around as I was leaving that house and just watching people get wrecked by that Yeti. And it's the same this year too. Like, it's so good. It's so
good.
easy too. Like, it doesn't cost you anything. They don't even need a set. They just need a trigger and they're going to scare you no matter what. It's so fun.
Yep. So good.
And I want to say, because I hadn't thought about this until now, but the first Ghostbusters house didn't have the firehouse in it. So this was our first chance to see the firehouse in a haunted house, and it ruled.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did it.
Yeah.
So
I would say
it was good.
Yeah. My one thing that I was sad about is they took out Slimer with legs and they just had Slimer with the wiggly arms.
Oh, yeah.
I loved Slimer with legs. I thought that was so funny. But I understand why it had to become a puppet. It didn't have the same effect.
No, yeah, Slimer became a little bit of a disappointment by the end. But, it happens.
Yeah. It does.
See, Slimer with legs I thought was so good. Why was he...
He looked like Mr. Peanut. Like it was giving Mr. Peanut vibes. Just give him a top hat and a little cane and a monocle, and he would have been Mr. Peanut, but green.
Slimer would rock a monocle and top hat.
Yeah, someone draw that, please. We'll put it on a sticker.
He was so cute.
Yeah, he was cute.
So cute.
All right, what do we get? Oh, up next, Insidious.
Yeah.
Insidious
the further. This is
I have
best.
no words. Yeah.
None.
What can we say that we haven't already said?
I know. Honestly, just the highest of honors. This house just blew everything out of the water.
Yeah. It was the only house that was like actually scary. And that's the only thing it cared about was being scary. And I know I heard on UUOP Chris saying like, oh, I don't really care that much about the franchise, so it didn't really connect to me. I don't think that mattered. Like I truly, there was no story being told. There was no like level of like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Oh, hold on. My clock is going off in the back. Can you hear that?
It's time to wake up.
Okay, it's done. Like there was never a point where it was like, oh, remember this from the movie? Like I've seen all those movies plenty of times, and there at no point was like, oh, look, it's that. Like,
yeah,
no, it's just these are scary creatures, and they're scaring you, and they're designed. The scares are designed in such a way that it's like, yeah, it's just scary.
Yeah.
I'm just speechless. Like it was so good. It was so good. The first couple times I went through it, it was terrifying. Like jump scare after jump scare. They just were coming at me. And this was during premium scream night, right? Which we all expect there to be a level of like this character's not having found their groove yet at the very
Sure.
beginning of the season, or there being some sort of problems, right? Like there are lots of empty boot holes or whatever because they haven't found their flow. No, that was not the case. Premium Scream Night, just me, Krissa, and our friend Mandy. Nobody else around us. Best HHN experience ever. Like, ever. Terrifying. I'm surprised we weren't literally crawling through the house by the end because, again, it was just like incessant, the scares. Yeah. And it never got worse. Like all the times I went through this house, and we went through it. This was the last house that we went through during our RIP tour. And I believe we went through it back to back 5 times, I want to say. Like that's how we ended our night, the last 20 minutes of our tour.
That's so cool.
It was so cool. It never got worse. And of course I wasn't as scared the more I went through it. Instead of scared, I was like pumped because I love this franchise. And they did such a good job, not just on the sets, but on the costumes. Mm-hmm. Like, legit, like the movie itself. And then those last couple of run-throughs for me, knowing it was going to be the end of the season for me, especially waiting at the end for that last red-faced demon to come out from the curtains underneath the organ, Mm-hmm. I was waiting for him to come out at me that last night, or my last run through there. And I was about to miss him, and I was like hands up in the air going, please, please, please come out. Please. It's my last time. And right before I got pushed out of the room, he jumped out right at me. I was like,
nice.
Thank you. I love you. So like, it was just so good. Please do more Insidious houses. Please do more.
Well, like, it just shows you, because I know on my RIP tour, they told us, like, the designer of this house had the goal of, like, we want this house to be so scary. Like, the only goal of this house is to be scary. And I know that people have, like, theorized of, like, oh, man, is Horror Nights kind of going easy on people now that it's so popular? They're, like, kind of toning it down, or is it like, have they lost their touch that like they don't really know how to make them as scary anymore? And this just shows that like, no, when they want to make it really scary, they still can, but obviously like not every house can be up to that level, but like there should be one every year that is trying to be on this level.
Yeah.
And it really feels like they don't always try to have one be this scary. But like, do it.
Yeah.
Let there be one every year that like is just maximum scare attempt, at least, And
Please.
I'm trying to think of like the last house in my 7 years of going that has actually given me genuine like spooks. And not just like the first time that I go through it and I don't know like where things are, but even the last time that Lindsay and I went through this house, they still got me like it was day one. I don't know what it was about the house. I knew where things were. I knew like I was starting to understand most of the scare tactics, but still just the bride in black, she got me every time. The red-faced demon in the curtains, they got me every time. Like, I don't know what it was, but just genuine fear from start of the event to ending the event. And I can't remember a house that has done that except for maybe Scarecrow the Reaping. But again, I only went through that one time, and it was my very first time ever going to the event. But like, I really can't think of anything else that made me feel that way. So like props to Insidious. Like it was fantastic. And it's I would say after the Conjuring franchise, this is my next favorite like horror movie franchise. So it was great to finally see it in person.
Yeah.
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 A good time. All right. What's next? Oh, next up is Triplets of Terror. Woohoo!
Yeah. I appreciate this house for so much of what it was doing and what it was trying to do, or at least what I think it was trying to do. I think not all of what it was trying to do really like translated, but I feel like it was still good enough that I was like, I like this. It's weird. It's different. It gives me Texas Chainsaw or House of a Thousand Corpses type vibes, but it's an original story, and I appreciate them trying to come up with their own version of that. So yeah, I think that's what I have to say about this.
Yeah, I think it was like once I knew the storyline, I was able to appreciate the house a lot more. Because it was very like storyline driven. I think if you didn't know everything that they were trying to get across to you, you were just kind of walking through a really gory house that had 3 main characters. But once you understood the storyline, you were able to kind of like, oh, I see, like, I understand what they were going for. Like, I can see the thought process. I can see where we were supposed to, you know, oh, this is where they're getting this thing and this is where they're doing that. And oh, this is now they're hiding because like the law's after them. Yay. But it ended up kind of just being the really, really, really gory house that had cool 3 main characters.
Yeah, I like their costume designs.
Yeah, and their sound effects I thought were funny. And once someone pointed out to me that they were just the kids from Bob's Burgers, I was like, yep, there we go. I can't unsee it. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
This house was, it never hit for me ever. Like,
yeah,
once I did understand the storyline, it made it make sense. I wouldn't say it made it better. I don't know. It was repetitive, which again, it was supposed to be repetitive because it was like happening, you know, every 10 years, this thing was supposed to happen, which is why you see the characters growing up. I don't know. I guess it was supposed to be silly. And if that was what they were trying to accomplish, then they accomplished it. Because I really didn't think it was scary at all. And when it comes to silly, when it comes to silly houses, my like level of expectation there is Yeti campground kills. Like that was silly, but fun. This was just silly, but like, silly, like
but
even
gory.
The kills, it was gory, but it was so like fake gory. Like I know all of it's fake. Don't get me wrong. Obviously we want it to be fake, but this was like static fake, like not a whole lot of movement, not a whole lot of like
no, I
actual
see,
you know, like actual things spraying at me or actual like it was a lot of like static dummies as opposed to actors being killed. Yeah,
because you would walk into I think I see that the most in the 2 scenes where the guy is sitting in the chair watching the TV and like she's coming at him with that little handsaw. And then you step down the hallway and you can already see the big guy sitting on the floor. And you're just kind of like, oh, okay. Like I know something is now supposed to happen because I see the dead body. Like, right now you're just kind of like waiting for the person to jump out and use the trigger. So exactly. I can see where that's coming from for sure. Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
That's my review. Good job. Good job. Scare actors. There just weren't a whole lot of them. That's all.
Yeah, that's fair. Cool. All right. Making our way through the park. We are going through New York all the way over to the start of San Francisco where we get major suites. Yay!
I loved this house.
Yeah.
I think this house did the biggest jump from my hype list to my actual list. Like this,
yes.
I went in just not really interested, and this ended up being one of my absolute favorites. It's so fun and so silly and cool, and like just a good time. Every time I walked in this house, I was just smiling. You know, like it's just great. I love it.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. It was so It was so fun. And I think it was my, as well, like, biggest jump up in the rankings. But it was so silly. And I love when they do scare zones into houses or houses into scare zones, whichever way they want to do it. Like, continuing the storyline of an original thought, I think is just so, that is the peak of Universal Creative, you know? Like, we put it in a scare zone. We were given this amount of space. We couldn't really do the biggest full-fledged like storyline because we don't have a building. We just have these props in the streets and the actors to make it come to life. And people liked it and we enjoyed the storyline. So now we're going to put it into a house and give it even more backstory. Like that is the peak of what Universal Creative should be doing with Halloween Horror Nights. Like, it's so fascinating. And to even see the little Easter eggs from the scare zone into the house. And for people who like knew the scare zone and like liked the scare zone, they were like, oh man, like that relates to that. And like, this is from that thing and yada, yada, yada. Like, it's just so cool. And for it to be so silly, goofy, but also gory, I think Triplets, I think, was also supposed to do that, be silly, goofy, and be gory. But instead it was just kind of gory. This was silly, goofy, and gory. Like, it was exactly what I wanted it to be. And we didn't have a lot of really great triggers this year that I repeated a lot like we did last year. But that very last Major Sweets and his trigger line just will live in my head forever.
Destroy the evidence.
Yes, that's so funny. Oh my gosh. That's so silly. I loved it. It was such a fun time. And the rats. I loved looking at the rats.
Oh yeah, the rat bee story was very fun.
So silly. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was great. Michelle.
Oh, I was waiting for Kenneth.
Oh.
Yeah. No, it was okay. I didn't go through this one a lot just because of its location. It was kind of like one of those, the ones in the front and the ones in the back. You can kind of like lap those,
Mm-hmm.
This one was kind of like in the middle. So I just by nature did not do it as much as I did the other ones. Considering I did the premium scream and then an RIP. So we tend to like do them over and over again without just to save our feet. But I did do it a couple of times. I think I did it a total of 3 times. So the first time I went through during premium scream, it was meh. Like we did not have a good run through at all. And I was like, oh, that one sucked. I'm not even going to bother going back over there. But then our next time going through in October was much better. It was silly funny, like you said. It was, but there was a lot of action. Like there was a lot of movement in this one. It wasn't as much as many just like static, gory moments.
Mm-hmm.
There were a lot of scare actors. It was a pretty long house too. At least it felt long. I loved Major Sweets. He was hilarious, especially in the beginning. This house did have 3 guest activated triggers. Did you guys do them all?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So the one in the beginning where you reach into his candy bowl, that was fun because Major Sweets would actually I don't know about you guys, but he actually interacted with me when I went to reach for the bowl. And at first I was like, he was like, no, go ahead. So that was kind of fun to have. I always like when scare actors interact with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just a kind of a fun time. I think the first time I went through the story didn't translate, but once I knew the story, it was fun. It was good.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, this one ruled. I loved it.
It was really great. All right, moving on to our next house. We get into the back of the park where we get our little like dual.
The tent courtyard.
Yeah, the dual houses are brand new brand new tents. First of all, loved that setup. I think it was genius. I feel like the flow of traffic was very good. A lot better than the chaos of, back behind ET and all of that. So props to Universal. But let's talk about the first house back there, which I don't know. Let's do Bloodlines. We'll do Bloodlines first. They're next to each other, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eternal Bloodlines. Monster House.
Yeah.
I'm sad.
Yeah.
I'm so sad because I hate to say this because I was super pumped. I always loved the Universal Monsters houses.
Mm-hmm.
I was super pumped about having an all-female cast. I think that's really, really cool.
Yeah.
But sadly, it just didn't do it for me. Like there was way too many Saskias, which she was not scary, right? She's like Katniss Everdeen, like she's kind of like a badass, right? She's in there trying to do her thing and she's not scary. She's just a normal person with her little, yeah, I'm serious. She's just like a normal person with a bow and arrow doing her thing. So she wasn't scary. I wanted to see more monsters. I wanted to see more gore. I didn't really want to follow just a standard storyline of like, I don't know. It just wasn't a scary storyline to me at all.
Yeah. Yeah. This is one that it never worked for me. And at first I thought it was because I was missing a lot of the cool scares. Like it took me a few times to see the she-wolf bungee scare. Mm-hmm. It took me a few tries to see, I'm trying to think what else. I don't know. Like it felt like I was missing a lot of stuff. And then like, by the time I did see everything, I was kind of like, it didn't really make a difference. I just don't something about this. Just, I don't know what I would even do to fix it. Like there's something about it just didn't work. And I cannot figure out why.
Well,
it's the storyline.
But
I don't even know that that's true for me.
For me, it was the set, because the set was so grand, but the scares weren't matching the set. Like for me, the biggest part where I felt like I was missing just everything was in the scene where you entered Dracula's manor, and there's that beautiful sweeping staircase and the fireplace and the dead vampire on the ground. And I was like, I would walk through that room and be like, okay, so where's the scare? We have this beautiful set piece, but we're not doing anything with it. Why? Like what was the point of building this beautiful set if we're not going to put at least one scare actor in that room to make me understand why I'm walking through it? Like I don't, and the same thing with the rolling cottage where the she-wolf pulls Frankenstein's guts out through him backwards. Like, okay, cool.
Right.
Like,
right.
I didn't see the she-wolf. I didn't know what I was supposed to be looking at.
Right.
The boo hole for the Bride of Frankenstein was so covered by trees and foliage that I would hear her trigger and I would see the light, but I would never actually see her pop around the corner because of the way the boo hole was set up. And then if you didn't time it right, that Saskia didn't come through the window. And then I only saw the she-wolf bungee one time as well. And even then I had to stop and like wait for a second until she like actually came out. So we built a beautiful house, and the storyline, I understand what they were going for, but what they executed and I think what they set up were two vastly different things. Like, built a beautiful house. We just needed to fill it. Like we had, there had to be more. Because going through it the first time, even though I saw a singular scare actor, I got the storyline. I understood what we were going for, Like, I know it's a revenge plot, but there was no one in the house. Like,
well, and why so many transition rooms? Like, there were so many transition rooms that were not scary at all. That just was dead. It was just dead space. I didn't want to hear the story. I wanted to be in the story. Like,
Yeah.
Sure.
like translate the story with your scare actors, not by like having me walk through rooms that are telling me what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was something that
Yeah.
they did in the original Bride of Frankenstein house. You had like that transition room where she was talking over you, but she wasn't giving you I feel like it was a very short phrase about what you were going to see next. It wasn't like a full on like novel. Whereas this
Yes.
one, you know, she was
Yes.
she was talking a lot about what you were going to see next, but you're only in that room for a couple seconds. So like
Yeah.
you didn't fully get it. Yeah, I don't know. I only got one really great run through of the house, unfortunately, where I saw absolutely every single scare actor that I think I was meant to see. And I don't know. I'm sad. I'm sad because just like you, Michelle, like all female house. Yes, absolutely. And two, like monster houses, the Universal monster houses that they've had in the past, stellar. So good.
Yeah.
Usually in my top one or two. But there was an ingredient here that we were missing, and I don't know what it was, and I'm sad that we missed it in the all-female house because I feel like now they're never going to try that again. And I hope that they do. I hope that they're like, okay, let's try it again. Let's redo our mathematical equation about how we do houses, and let's like give them what Eternal Bloodlines was supposed to be. And I'm so scared they're not going to do it. And I want them to.
Did I miss Saskia actually getting killed?
No.
No.
We just see her.
We just see her head, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, like I was like, wait, what? When did that happen? Like,
Yeah.
that would have been a prime opportunity for an awesome scene.
Yeah.
But literally, like all of a sudden, it's just like, oh,
It
here's her
happened
head.
off camera.
Yeah, like, oh, okay, well, that escalated. And then, like, I also, with that scene, that brought back Dueling Dragons, right? And also other monsters' houses where you don't know who's going to come out victorious in the end. So I thought surely this is going to be one of those opportunities for them to change up who wins. Nope, it was always Saskia. Like, that was a major missed opportunity. Like, could we not have had different monsters lose or win, whatever, throughout the run? I guess they were trying to stay consistent with like the story itself, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It was too much like I was just walking through a fairy tale, like actual book, as opposed to something live happening in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Womp womp.
I wish to go to Walt Disney World.
When you wish upon a star.
The cryptos creak and the tombstones quake.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Where can our vacation wizards take you? Just tap the port key at portkeyvacations.com and let the magic begin.
But moving on to our next tent house that is in the back there, we have a Goblin's Feast.
Woo!
I'm doing my little jig. Wow. Wow.
This exceeded all expectations.
Yeah.
It was exactly the kind of house that I love. And yeah, I had no notes. Just loved it. Loved everything in it.
I would like a part 2, please. Universal Creative, if you're listening, part 2, that would be great. I've never left the house with a bigger smile on my face. And not because I got genuinely spooked, but because I had such a damn good time.
Yeah. I just had
goodness.
The best fun ever.
Yeah. Like, oh man, between this and Torture Fair this year, I mean, they really said like, oh, fantasy people, we got you. Ren Fair people, we got you. You play D&D, this year's for you. I same as Kenneth, no notes. It was beautiful, fantastic, and perfect, and it will live in my memory forever.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll be feasting on Goblin's Feast memories for the rest of my life.
Nom 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 nom.
Yeah.
It was good.
Disrespect the ancestors.
It was good. It was silly, but like, I guess it had its scary moments, I guess, for people that get more scared than we do.
Mm-hmm.
The costumes were really good.
Yeah.
Some larger than life moments, some little surprises. It was funny. It was good.
Yeah.
Lots of scare actors, which was cool. The room with the giant was very cool.
Yeah,
Yes.
Giant Hand. Love Giant Hand.
And did you see his face up above in the screen?
Yeah.
So good.
So cool.
He
Yeah,
was up
I didn't
there.
notice that until our tour guide pointed it out. I was like, what? The mayor guy, I guess that's whatever his name was at the end. Love him.
Oh, the Squire.
He needs to be an icon now.
The
So
food is
good.
escaping.
God,
The food is escaping. So
It's
good.
so good. What else? Like, I don't know. It was just fun. There was that one section when you walked into like the castle, or no, it was before you went into the castle, where like there were 4 really tall like orcs almost, or like ogres, 2 on each side, that would really aggressively come out and attack and scare.
Yeah.
And like it felt like that was the one place in the house where it was like, okay, they're doing some scaring in here, but the rest of the time we're just being silly and we're having fun.
Yeah.
And you're just here in good company. You're just enjoying a silly story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Perfect. I hope they do more houses like that. Fantasy is so fun, and you can make fantasy scary. I mean, any of the grim fairy tales, do it. Make them a house. My God, make them a house. Like,
Well, they have those scary tales has been going for forever.
yeah, that's fair, but more.
Bring it back then. We need
Yeah.
another scary tales.
Do
Keep
more.
it going.
Do more. Yeah, it was perfect. It was beautiful, and that was our very first house of the year. So, I always love. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A good time. Cool. All right, moving on to our next house. We get around to our 2 other sets of tent houses, and the first one being Slaughter Cinema 2.
Whoa!
Let's all go to the lobby.
It's
Let's all go
about
to the lobby.
time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's been
Yep.
a few years. What? Like 6 years? Maybe more. It was 2018, right?
2018.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, 6 years.
Yeah.
Between Slaughter Cinema installments, and for a while, every other year we had a new Halloween house. So let's pick up the pace. Doesn't have to be every other year, but let's do like maybe every 3 years. Give us a new Slaughter Cinema.
yeah.
Instead of 6. This could have been Slaughter Cinema 3. Just imagine.
Yeah, because it gives them, I should say, more material to work with. Because
Right.
so many things have come from the original Slaughter Cinema. All right. So now we have a whole, what is it? How many rooms were there? 5?
No, there's like 10 or 12.
6? In this one?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
There were 10 or 12 different rooms, like as far as films go.
I think it was.
Yeah.
I think so.
Mardi Gras.
What?
It
Mardi
was
Gras
Mardi
Murders.
Gras into the Hell 3D
Yeah.
into
Metal 3D.
Christmas.
Was it Christmas next? Yeah.
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 Killer Kringles.
And
There
then
was
the clowns.
Undead Clowns. Then
Uh-huh.
Hatchet and Chains.
Yep.
Blood and Chum.
Yep.
Zombie
The Mummy.
Strippers.
Zombie strippers.
Or
And then
no,
the
Mummy
s-
Strippers. Yeah.
Mummy strippers.
Yeah, Zyborgs. That's
That's 8.
8.
That's 8.
That
that was
might have been
9.
all of them? Was that all?
Yeah.
That might be all of them.
So
okay.
8.
So 9. So 8 or 9.
8 or 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that gives them like so much more material that they can feed off of for the next few years, and then give us another Slaughter Cinema with some other potential. And it's a good idea because it gives them an opportunity to like test the waters before building out a full-fledged original house.
Yeah.
Like in this one, I think there were obviously a couple, 2 or 3 standouts for sure that were crowd favorites. So now they know like, okay, this might work as a full house or a full scare zone.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Oh,
brilliant
man.
idea.
If they did a Christmas house, like the Christmas Kringle house, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I think the Mardi Gras one would be super fun. I don't know why, but I think like having a Mardi Gras killer chasing you around New Orleans and the whole house smells like beignets, that would be pretty cool.
I have seen some Christmas houses in the past, but none of them have ever like taken place at the North Pole.
Yeah.
So, or it's only been like, if it was a compilation like HR Blood and Guts might have been a North Pole room, but Psychoscarapy was all in a neighborhood during Christmas time. Krampus also in houses. So yeah, like I would love to see a North Pole haunted house.
A zombie reindeer puppet. Any other notes on Slaughter Cinema? I would also like to see a hatch. Oh, yes.
I love Slaughter Cinema. I loved the mummy strippers. I don't know that they can do that like its own house or scare zone, although that would be really freaking funny.
Yeah.
But loved it so much. Loved the big giant shark.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
Wait, did you see in that room on the right, obviously there's the big shark, but on the left, up on the ceiling, were 2 little feet kicking in an inner tube?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, they were so
it
funny.
Was so
they were
funny.
so cute.
And then
funny.
As you leave the room, on the pipe that he is like coming through, there was a taxidermied river otter.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah. That's funny.
He would just stare at you as you left the room, but he was so clearly taxidermied. Like, when you can tell it was a taxidermied sea otter. Like there was no way that it was not. So Mr. Shark had a little friend.
That's nice.
My request for them, if we could only pick one film out of this year's Slaughter Cinema for them to create something else out of it, mine would be the rockers, the skeleton rockers.
Heavy Metal Hell 3D.
Yes, loved them. I loved them so freaking much, and I think it would be cool as a house or a scare zone, honestly.
I think a scare zone would be cool. Very similar to what they did in Hollywood this year with the punk chainsaw guys.
Chainsaw punks.
Yeah.
With a Z.
I think in UOP I said, hey, can we hire Pangolin to dress like these guys and like actually put on a show? And then well, like let's do it. Okay, good. I hire you for Universal.
That would be so fun. I could also see this being a 3D house, like an actual 3D house.
Yeah.
I did. Me and Kyle, my roommate, we did bring 3D glasses one night and walk through that room with 3D glasses on to see if it would work. It didn't. They didn't actually build that house that room in functional 3D, but they should do it. They should do they haven't done a 3D house in a while.
Yeah.
I know that they don't always have the best reputation, but like there have been good ones and it's possible. So let's try again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my few that I would want to be an actual house, I said the Mardi Gras one, I said the Christmas one, but the Hatchet
but if you
and Chain.
If you can only pick one.
Just one.
Just one.
I don't know.
Don't hurt yourself, Maddie.
I know, but I don't know. I think the three, Hatchet and Chain, Mardi Gras, and Christmas. I think those three would be good on their own houses.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on to our very last house of HHN 33. We have.
Yeah, we're already there, huh?
Yep. Museum Deadly Exhibits in our brand new line going through Simpsons. Ooh.
Yeah. Which I wonder, I liked the way that it made that whole tent area much less congested.
Yes.
I thought that was a great move.
Yes.
And I'm curious of why they did that, but I think it's awesome.
Yeah. I really liked it. It was out of the way, and it wasn't so rappy in the back there that it got terrifying. It was rappy in an area where there was light and air conditioning. I like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That was a brilliant move. That and the two houses together in the back, like such a good change.
Some logistics person within the Universal company really earned their paycheck this time. They were like, you know what? There's a better way. Let's figure it out. And they sure did.
It was genius.
Yep.
So the house, since we talked about the line.
You know what? I
The
think
line was wonderful.
Yeah. I think this house is really silly. At first, I couldn't tell what they were going for. And then I don't know if what it ended up being is what they were going for, but I think the cast really owned this house in a way where they were really just going for it and having fun. And I caught that fun. And like it ended up being like not one of my favorite houses, but I always enjoyed going through here. Yeah, I think they did a good job. I think this was really different, and it was kind of the opposite of the side of the coin that is Triplets of Terror. Like one of them was like both of them. You were like could have been like, is this supposed to be silly or is this supposed to be serious? And like Triplets leaned way more to the serious. And still questionable whether it was supposed to be silly. And then this one went way more to the silly, questionable whether it was supposed to be. But like they just went for it. And I appreciated that.
Yeah, that's fair. I liked the overall concept. I think kind of like Bloodlines, it got lost in the sauce a little bit where like it felt like there were two differing ideas of what we wanted from a house, and that never really kind of merged together in my mind. Because we had the idea of like a spooky night at the museum style thing where the museum artifacts are coming to life. But then we also had this other weird side of the coin where it was like, okay, but now we have aggressively killed people. Like the museum staff have now weirdly been murdered by something. Was it the stone that cut their heads off and placed them in their hands? Or was it the museum artifacts that cut their heads off and placed them in their hands? Like
by something?
Right. So like that was the thing. Like if we had completely cut out the spooky rotting, or if the stone was what made everything come to life, and then everything that had been brought to life was now killing the people, that in my mind would have made more sense. But there was never that story like tie-in. I don't know. So like it felt like I was walking through two different houses because there were rooms that had no rotting stone, just museum props that had come to life. And then there were other rooms which was covered in the rotting stone. But then like only one thing had come. I don't know. I'm going to give it like, in my mind, there is never a bad house. I love Halloween Horror Nights. They can do no wrong. Like I think it's wonderful, and I will go every year and do every house all the time, no matter what. But this one was just, it was just mid. It was just mid. Like I would leave it and I'd be like, I want more. I want more out of it. And I didn't get that.
I think the storyline was just too mushy. Like it, when you hear a haunted house that has something to do with a museum, there's certain things like you expect to have happen. And one of those would be like the actual items in the museum coming to life in a very scary way. And yes, there were a couple of items like one of the statues was, pretty. And the jump scare was nice if it got you, but there wasn't enough of that to me. And all of like the plants and the vines and stuff did not make sense, like at all. Like, yes, the rotting stone, like the concept behind that with it causing a curse, fine, that made sense. But like the vines and stuff and that's where it lost it for me.
Yeah.
So I needed more cursed items, as opposed to like, I don't know, the weird plant stuff in the museum.
Yeah.
It just was weird.
Like most of the event this year, it felt like there were many, many, many different ideas and many, many, many hands in the pot. And it never actually came together to form a singular cohesive idea, which it happens, it is what it is. It's like when you do a group project and everyone has a different idea, like it happens. It's not a bad thing. It just means that something may not be as cohesive and straightforward as the party may like, which, is fine. It is what it is. It was a haunted house. Hey, we got a 10th haunted house. Like, that's great. It was still a spooky haunted house. The scare actors did a fantastic job with what they were given. Like, absolutely. But yeah. Womp womp. It is what it is.
Yep.
Yeah. And that was our walk around of all 10 houses. So shall we do final rankings?
Yes.
Woohoo. Disclaimer, even if something is at the top or the bottom, we always want to say scare actors, cast and crew, creative, y'all did a fantastic job with the year. Like I said before, and we've said a million times, and other podcasts have said a million times, like the event is amazing. It's amazing. We're going to go every year. Like we love you guys. You work so hard. You put in so much blood, sweat, and tears and passion into the event. And final rankings or, pre-event rankings, it's just kind of a way for us to finalize our thoughts and feelings about the year and put things in order of like, hey, this was really fun. Or, hey, like I still had fun, but it wasn't my absolute favorite. So just, yeah. Leading with that. Cool. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first since mine shouldn't be a surprise because I know all of you also listen to UUOP.
Oh, fair.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go from 10 to 1. My number 10 was Triplets of Terror. My number 9 was Museum Deadly Exhibit. My number 8 was Universal Monsters Bloodlines. Number 7, Major Suites. Number 6, Quiet Place. Number 5, Goblin's Feast. Number 4, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Number 3, Slaughter Cinema 2. Number 2, Monstruos. And number 1, Insidious.
Oh, yeah.
Kenneth?
Okay. Looking at this list, it's clear what kind of houses I like better. All right. So at number 10, I have A Quiet Place. 9, Universal Monsters Eternal Bloodlines. At number 8, I have Triplets of Terror. Number 7, Museum Deadly Exhibits. At number 6, I've got Monstruos, the Monsters of Latin America. At number 5, Slaughter Cinema 2. At number 4, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Number 3 is Major Suites Candy Factory. Number 2 is Goblin's Feast. And number 1 is Insidious, The Further.
Nice. All right. And my rankings, number 10, I have Museum Deadly Exhibits. Number 9, I have Universal Monsters Eternal Bloodlines. Number 8, I have Monstruos, the Monsters of Latin America. Number 7, I have Triplets of Terror. Number 6, I have A Quiet Place. Number 5, I have Ghostbusters: A Frozen Empire. Number 4, I have Major Sweets. Number 3, I have Slaughter Cinema 2. Number 2, I have Goblin's Feast. And number 1, the overall number 1 house for all 3 of us is Insidious: Into the Further.
And we have the same 1 and 2, Maddie. So Goblin's Feast for the 2. Yeah.
We like the spooky and we like the fantasy.
Yeah.
This is why we're friends.
Is this the first time we all had the same number 1?
I think so.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. I think this was a pretty strong, that was such a strong house.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if it's not everybody's number 1.
Yeah. You know who will be able to tell us, though, since we're really bad at remembering? Our good friend, Chris. Hi, Chris.
Oh, yeah. Didn't we tell that story on the other episode?
I think
couldn't remember what was my number 1 house last year, and he was like, "Oh yeah, it was Darkest Steel," and I was like, "Oh, you're right.
We love you, Chris." Awesome. Well, that was it. Though that's our house review. Woo!
Yeah, and then we'll be back a little bit later this month to talk about the scare zones and the show, the Nightmare Fuel Nocturnal Circus. But yeah, Maddie, what else we got?
Well, before we wrap up the show, we just want to remind you to join our Rush of Fear Society. Now that we're swiftly settling into our off season, before, announcements and speculation and the event starts up again in 2025, it's off season time. So we're going to be able to spend a lot more time hanging out with the society on our Discord that we have for everyone that has joined. It's really fun. We have had a great time so far with it. If you want to head over to our bio of any of our socials or of this episode, you'll find the link that leads to Supercast. Membership is $5 a month, or $50 for the entire year if you just want to pay the fat. Wow, I can't talk this morning. Pay the flat fee. There we go. And along with our society Discord, you're also going to get our bonus content feed, which includes movie watch-alongs, unedited episode content. We'll have some merch giveaways in the off season, and just an overall great time. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I thought I had something else to say, but I guess I did not.
All right. Well, I think that'll do it for this episode. Thank you for listening, and we hope to see you soon. It won't be soon. It'll be in a year in the fog next year. Until next time, please make sure for more content you're checking out our Facebook page at facebook.com/rushofear, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at rushofearpod.
Yep, and for more general Universal Orlando Resort news, check out our friends and UUOP Network hosts over at the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, wherever podcasts can be found, as well as our other network podcasts, the Theme Park Duo, the Taste of Universal podcast, and Port Key Passport. Also, don't forget you can be a part of each new Rush of Fear episode with our listener submission segment. Just send rushoffear21@gmail.com, an audio recording telling us your name, your favorite HHN house, your favorite HHN scare zone, and favorite overall HHN memory. The house and scare zone will be added to a running tally to see the overall listener favorites, and your audio recording will be added to the outro of an episode.
Yay! And you remember that super cool Port Key Vacation ad that you heard right in the middle of this episode? You can be a part of one of those too. Crazy, I know, right? Just make sure you send in an audio recording saying, "I wish to go to," and then fill in the blank with wherever in the world you may want to go. Theme park, not a theme park, does not matter. Fill it in and then send that audio recording over to podcast@uuopodcast.com, and you will magically appear in an advertisement of your very own on Rush of Fear and the main UUOP network feed. Woohoo! You can also check out our merch storefront and help support the show. Head over to tpublic.com, search for the Rush of Fear podcast, and you'll find all of our lovely products. And be sure to check out Kenneth's band Pangolin everywhere you listen to music online. Follow them on social media at PangolinFL.
And last but not least, if you could please leave a rating and review on whatever podcast platform you are using, that always helps us out, and we always love to hear from you.
Well, hey, thanks for listening, everyone. The podcast has come to an end. We'll see you again in a few weeks for part 2. Now get out.